So, you're thinking about starting a business. That's a huge step. It's exciting, maybe a little bit terrifying, but it's absolutely packed with potential. In this breakdown, we're going to walk through the whole journey of launching a business right here in Malaysia, from that very first spark of an idea all the way to getting officially registered. Let's dive in. You know that dream, right? The one where you're your own boss, calling the shots, building something that's completely yours from the ground up. It's such a powerful idea. But turning that dream into a real, breathing business takes a solid foundation. So, what exactly is that foundation made of? Okay, before you even start thinking about cool logos or a flashy website, there's some serious homework to do. This is the stuff that really truly sets you up for success long before you make a single ringgit. So, the first step, and this might actually surprise you, starts with you. It's about being brutally honest with yourself. What skills are you bringing to the table? What do you actually know how to do? Then there's the money. Do you have enough capital to not just open the doors, but to keep the lights on until you're making a profit? And of course, you can't forget the classic real estate mantra, location, location, location. Where you decide to set up shop can literally make or break you. Now, looking beyond yourself, you've got to scan the environment you're jumping into. Think about your supply chain. Can you consistently get the stuff you need to make your product or offer your service? Who else is out there doing what you want to do? And maybe most importantly, who are your customers? Do you even know who they are or how to find them? And finally, you absolutely cannot ignore the legal stuff. Getting registered with SSM, handling EPF and SOXO for employees, these aren't suggestions, they're the rules of the game.
All right, let's get real for a second. It's time for a reality check, because understanding why so many new businesses fail is just as important as knowing the steps to succeed. Let's look at some of the biggest traps you'll want to sidestep.
You want to know the #1 killer of new businesses? It's a failure to plan. I know, winging it sounds so much more adventurous and cool, but in the world of business, it's a recipe for disaster. You have to have a clear game plan for your product, how you're going to price it, and who you're selling it to, right from day one. Okay, this next one might sound a little boring, but I promise you it's absolutely vital. Not keeping clean, complete records of your money, your agreements, your official documents, it's a fast track to total chaos. Good records aren't just for tax season, they are the health report of your entire business. In a super crowded market, just being another Me Too business is an incredibly tough spot to be in. If you can't clearly and quickly explain what makes you different, what makes you better than the next guy, how do you expect your customers to figure it out? And look, it doesn't have to be some revolutionary invention. Maybe you're the cafe with the friendliest baristas, or the online shop with next-day delivery, but you've got to have something. And it all boils down to the single most important question you will ever have to answer for your business. Why should somebody choose to give their hard-earned money to you instead of all the other options out there? Seriously, think about that. This isn't just about a catchy tagline. The answer to this question is your entire strategy. It's what will keep you going when things get tough. So, you've done your homework, you've figured out what makes your idea special. Now it's time to make this thing official. And that means picking the right legal structure for your new venture. Here in Malaysia, you've basically got 3 main roads you can go down to register your business, and each one has its own set of rules, its own pros, and its own cons. This table does a great job of laying it all out, side by side. You can see the differences in how many owners you can have and the different laws that apply. But I want you to focus on one line in particular, liability. See how sole proprietorships and partnerships have unlimited liability, while a Sendirian Berhad has limited liability. That one little word, limited, makes a world of difference. Let me show you why. To put it as plainly as possible, unlimited liability means there's no firewall between your business life and your personal life. They're one and the same in the eyes of the law. So if the business racks up debt and can't pay, creditors can come after your personal savings, your car, even your family home. It's a massive risk, and you have to be totally aware of it before you jump in. For most people just starting out, the sole proprietorship is the simplest, most common, and most accessible entry point. So let's zoom in and break down exactly how you get one set up. The good news is the registration process is actually pretty straightforward. Once you start operating, the clock starts ticking. You've got 30 days to make it official. You'll need a name, and here's a little pro tip. Using your own name from your IC is actually cheaper than creating a separate trade name. It's a nice way to save a few bucks right at the start. After that, you can do everything online through SSM's EaseBiz portal or just walk into a branch. It's designed to be pretty user-friendly. So, let's weigh the pros and cons. The upsides are really tempting.
It's super easy to set up, you have total control, and all the profits are yours. But the downsides are serious. You've got that unlimited liability we just talked about, it can be tougher to get big loans or investments, and the business's existence is tied directly to you. This is why, as a business grows, you'll often see people move to a partnership, or if they really want to scale up and protect their assets, Ascendery and Bearhead becomes the next logical step.
So there you have it. We've walked through the essential groundwork, the common mistakes to avoid, and the practical steps to get registered. At the end of the day, the choice you make really comes down to balancing that big vision you have with how much risk you're willing to take on. So, which path feels like the right one for your big idea?